the Gambia's Hajj Force flight departed day before yesterday, and it successfully landed in Medina, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And as we are talking, the Gambian pilgrims number 433 have taken up their hotel accommodations in Medina and are now observing their daily prayers at the Mosque of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Yesterday, the second flight from Banjul, numbering 433, also departed. In fact, it departed about 30 minutes earlier than scheduled. So it was on schedule. It departed with 433 pilgrims, 33 years. And after about 2 hours, the flight was returned to Banjul because Mali did not allow the pilot to use their airspace. The information we got from the pilot, and of course, Flynas, which is the airline, the carrier, that are contracted to transport the Gambian pilgrims, Flynas failed to actually secure the overflight permit from Mali as far as this aircraft that they have deployed is concerned. Yes, Flynas. It's a Saudi carrier, and it is the one that is contracted to transport Gambian pilgrims this year. But unfortunately, whether forgetfulness or for whatever reason that we don't know, they did not obtain overflight permit for the aircraft that they have deployed for the Gambia's second flight. So when they reached Mali, they were denied entry into the airspace, and then there is no choice but to return back to the Gambia. The flight came in around 3 a.m. Yes. Yeah, yesterday night when it returned from Mali.
Where are the pilgrims?
The pilgrims, actually, they are embarked from the aircraft, and some few have decided to go back to their homes and wait for further advice. But the majority of them decided that they will take the option of going to the hotel. So as we are talking, we have arranged buses from Gambia Transport Services Company, GTSC. For that, I will say I'm very grateful to the Director General of GTSC and his team for promptly and urgently responding to our call this morning when the decision to take the pilgrims to the hotel to have proper rest emerged. So as we are talking about, 2/3 of the pilgrims have already been transported to various hotels in the greater Banjul area here. We have about 100 or so now left waiting for the buses to return. And once the buses return, inshallah, all of them will be transported to the hotel to rest comfortably while they wait for further advice. As we have said, the aircraft was returned because Flynas failed to obtain overflight permit in Mali. So now the only issue is to work on obtaining the overflight permit, whether from the Mali authorities or from authorities of any other country that the pilot can use en route to Medina. Yes, and work is ongoing. As we are conducting this interview, authorities are actually working on that. Mali, any other country, where we are able to obtain the overflight permit, certainly the pilot will use that route to get to Medina. But again, I want to emphasize once again that what happened is not a Gambian problem. It's not the problem or fault of any Gambian, whether a person or an institution. This is exclusively the problem of Flynas, the carrier contracted to transport Gambian pilgrims. It is exclusively their problem. But notwithstanding, when the flight was returned, we, the operators, we also inform the authorities in the country. And since yesterday night, the authorities have picked up the issue and they are working behind the scenes to make sure that these navigational or flight permits are obtained. And once The permits are at hand. We will transport the pilgrims back from the hotel to the airport to board the aircraft and head for Medina.